Hello, Ben. Thank you so much for ordering this reading from me. This is the 30-minute wellness reading where we will be looking at your wellness in three different ways through your body and your mind and your spirit. And I like to connect to people and do this reading like this with looking at you in three different ways. Because we are all multidimensional beings. So for me to be able to connect with you and to connect to your body and your mind and your spirit and to evaluate you in those three different ways, it really helps to kind of paint a well-rounded picture of your wellness and how you can approach looking at your wellness in three different ways or in a multidimensional way, because we're multidimensional beings, like I just said. So for me to be able to connect to you and be able to deliver messages from my highest self, from me, when we deliver these messages, it's coming from a place of pure love and light. Um, there's zero judgment. There's just we just want to help people. We just want people to feel better and to feel more empowered in their next steps and to feel more empowered in their next movements in life and to feel more inner love and oneness with themselves and to realize that we are just so unique, each and every one of us. So I'm so happy to be able to connect to you. I'm thankful for you to being there. I'm so thankful for you for being so patient and receiving this. I've been crazy busy, but I'm happy to be able to sit here with you now and connect to you and be able to deliver these messages about your wellness. And it's so funny because you're like, okay, can you just get to the point? So what I'm gonna do, and this is like it's not your higher self. It's like your ego is telling me that right now, and like I appreciate it because that's how I am too. Usually I watch, like when I get readings, I usually watch them sped up. Like I do like 1.2 times speed because I'm just an impatient person. Okay, I don't know why I said that. All right, so I'm gonna do the reading, and then after the reading, I'm gonna do like a short little like 5-minute energy tune-up where I will cleanse your aura and your chakras, and then I will fill that space that I cleanse with love and light, and I will protect you with love and light and send you on your way to take on the world with this new information that has been given to you, this new insight, this new guidance. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to grab my little selenite wand. I'm going to roll it between my hands, and then I'm going to start to ground myself and ground my energy. So now I'm going to connect up, and I'm connecting up past my aura, past my aura and past me, up to like so we are vibrating like in the 3D 4D frequency of reality, and it is, well, through ascension that you can get to living at the 5D like in a consistent matter. But usually we like go between the 4D and the 5D, and like I can explain this to you deeper. But what I'm doing right now is lifting myself up into the 5D, going up into that higher vibration and connecting to my higher self, because our higher selves, our guides, ET guides, and ancestors, guardian angels, they all vibrate above us in that higher vibration. That's why they're like, look up to God and look up to this, because that's the higher frequency that they're all vibrating at. So what we do is we will raise our vibration, right? And they will lower their vibration. And we meet in like this kind of happy medium. And that's where we're able to connect, to be able to communicate to one another and kind of start to do that kind of channeling, where it doesn't really come from you, it comes from somewhere else. Because after I finish talking, usually I don't remember anything I have said. So I wanted to I felt like I needed to explain that to you. So I'm going to connect up to myself, my higher self. And of course my laptop's fan goes off right now. So I'm setting the intention with my higher self that we will be connecting with Ben's energy to deliver messages about his wellness related to the body and the mind. And the spirit. Whew. Okay. Alright. So let me push my keyboard back. And then this to the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, it's called the Divine Animals Oracle deck. So it's not a tarot deck, but it's an animal deck. An animal oracle deck. And I'm going to connect to Ben's energy while I'm shuffling this deck. Have you had like a sore throat or been feeling anything sinus-wise or ear-wise on the right side of the right side of your throat? Dang. Or nose? Or nose. Well, yeah, I mean like sinuses to ear. I meant to say ear. I'm feeling something there. I'm also feeling like, do you wear socks in the winter or do you walk around barefoot? Because I'm feeling like you walk around barefoot. My feet are cold. Okay. Ben's body. I don't think anything flipped. But it was around here. I felt it. Alright. So I got the tiger, and it's will. And then beaver, which is work. And then I got peace. But tiger is fur. Tiger came out upside down. And tiger is will. So if you can see how there's this movement with the tiger and how she's riding the tiger and completely, they're like moving somewhere and they're dead fast set on it. And then up above, I always forget who this goddess is. I can't see it. But up above, oh my god, there's like a woman there, and I know it's from Hinduism, and I forget which goddess she is, but I know she's really powerful. So this is will, and then we have work, which is a beaver, and you can see the beaver is like not on earth, but kind of like in between realms. You can see the sky, and then how it changes, and it goes from earth up into the clouds. And then we have peace, which is gorilla. And see how he's like sitting there and he's just chilling and looking out and just like being in observer mode, enjoying life and enjoying the views and just like kind of watching. But I want to know, like, here he's watching like kind of like trouble happening. Like I said, like he's in observer mode. So he has taken himself away from from the worries and is in himself. But what I'm going to do is they write really cool stuff in here related to it. So I'm going to just read out really fast each of these cards, and then we'll do a quick summary. So will. Exercise your will and determination in ethical ways. Do not place your will over another's. You do not have control over anyone but yourself. Do not be afraid to be fierce, especially as a man. We can ride our healthy anger, but we must eventually transform it into something more useful. We can ride our healthy anger, but we must eventually transform it into something useful. So what I'm feeling is, so things will happen. Things will happen in your life. Oh, the lighting changed in the back. Let me change it back. Oh, let me change it back real fast. Control my light with an app. Let me see. And I had it on. That's deep dive. Oh, let's do deep dive. It's really dim though. There we go. Okay, so what I'm feeling is things will happen. So this is like very much the body. I'm feeling the body's feelings right now. So things will happen that will trigger you into feeling either grief or I'm looking at a little chart that I have, grief or guilt or shame or fear or anger. I feel more anger of like, what the fuck? And it's what this card is saying, like, it's okay to feel those things. It's okay to feel that. But what we have to do when we're feeling that is we have to eventually transform it into something more useful. So when you're feeling those low emotions of low vibration, I like to call that, there's darkness. There's light and darkness in the world. And I've been wanting to do something on Instagram about this. But when you're feeling those low vibrations, like, think like that's darkness that you're feeling. And what we want to do in life is transform darkness, bad emotions, transform it into something useful, which is light emotions. So willingness, acceptance, inner light, inner wisdom, inner love, oneness, presence, awareness, gratitude, it's like the feeling ascension, like, feel these emotions, but then you need to do something with them. You can't feel them, and it's like a feeling of like, what is it, like wallowing in these emotions, and it is physically like making you feel physical symptoms, like it's making you feel physical things. And there's work that needs to be done when it comes to the will. And the will is the invitation to divine intervention. The will is an invitation to divine intervention. So I feel like there is that, that exists. You're like, I really want it. But it's more of like this surrender, this peace, surrender into it. You need to transform these negative emotions that are making you feel literally physically ill. You can feel them, accept them, and do something with them. And that means literally, like, physically moving that energy out of your body, taking action, some type of action that needs to be taken, meditating it away, walking it away, working it out away. Literally just, you need to transmute, taking a bath, singing, playing music, doing what you do, doing what you love to do, and transmuting that energy, that negative energy, into light. And when you can do that, in that process, you're finding peace, and you're creating peace in the present moment, but you're also creating peace in the future for your future self. And there's just this big this ask for this transmutation of this energy. from anger, fear, anger, and it's of the unknown, and which is, I mean, we all have that fear of the unknown, but it's really strong. Let's look at work really fast. Just want to look at it. Work. To love your work is a gift. Find a balance between work and rest. It is worth aligning your work with your purpose if you can. Which is, I know, like music, right? Being positively, mindfully engaged in your work, no matter what it might be, is healthy. Someone may be attempting to micromanage you at your job, and this is not an optimum way to work. Perhaps it is time to be your own boss. Then we're just going to look at peace, and it's the first card. The very first card. To seek or negotiate for peace is a position of strength, not weakness. Choose peace rather than war. Strong leaders lead by example. The greatest kind of strength involves restraint. Don't judge a book by its cover. So, that was the body. It's just all this for everywhere. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the mind. But before we do that, this is an affirmation for you, and it's related to the body and the emotions that are kept within the body that are not being transmuted. It says, I forgive myself and set myself free. I forgive myself and set myself free. Okay, now we can move on to the mind. All right. So, we're going to shuffle the deck. We're looking at Ben's mind. Mind. I'm feeling some head pressure, so maybe some third eye ascension symptoms or crown opening symptoms, which is connecting more towards your intuition and Mother Earth and the oneness in the universe, multiverse, God. However you want to see it. Peace again. Wow. I'm getting the same cards. That's never happened. Whoa. Okay. It came out with peace, will, and the Watcher. But that's we already got those messages, and you already know what those cards say. So it was like no, you have to go to another deck. This is the Spirit Song Tarot. It's more animals, but it's a tarot deck. So let's look. So we got responsibility and dedication. It's a horse. Is that the horse? Or... looks like it. Looks like the horse. Looks like the horse. Responsibility, dedication, courage, and commitment. Then options and results. So, 10 of Acorns. So it's not a normal tarot deck because most of them aren't. You have to like be looking for just like normal tarot decks. But this one, they like do their own thing for like the cup and the pentacles and swords and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Oh, it's Donkey. I love donkeys. Okay. Responsibility and dedication. Trustful donkey carries a willingness to take on responsibilities. He personifies determination and bears a deep spiritual dedication to complete tasks. Yet, donkey also knows his boundaries. He's here to remind you that when obligating yourself to personal endeavors and the demands of others, consider whether you're taking on more than you can handle. When burdened by too many activities at once, perception and creativity can be blocked. Energies can be weighed down by overcommitment. Dig yourself out of the drudge by setting limitations. Break away from situations that are detrimental to your health and dedicate time for personal restoration. In clearing away the clutter, you're inviting deeper clarity and joy into your life, in turn bringing back your personal power. That was pretty deep. And like, look at my bad self. I am basking in my own presence by myself. The sun is shining down on me. And look at this like third eye, how it's around the third eye. It's like this like aura coming out of it. Ooh, when I did that, I felt it right here. Whoa, yeah, deep. It's asking you to have the courage to make that commitment to yourself, and spirit's coming through right now. Part of your spirit, this mind and spirit connection is coming through. Because when you do that, more options are available, and the results that you will get through your commitment and your dedication to up-leveling your mind is going to bring you so much peace. But there has to be the will for it. There has to be the will to break cycles, to break your own cycles that you have been still caught up in, that are keeping you, your mind and body, and away from your connection, that deeper connection you've been looking for with spirit. So let's look at 7 of Crystals, which is the options and results one. Intuitive aardvark overcomes stumbling blocks that would otherwise prevent him from obtaining his goals. Intently exploring his pathway, he knows how to sniff out what's best for him. When facing friction, he roots around to find solutions and pauses and reflects before choosing the wisest road to travel. Remain patient and acknowledge all you've achieved thus far. Evaluate the results of your past choices and concentrate on your strengths while reviewing the life you're building. As you work toward manifesting your aspirations, remain confident that your efforts will prove rewarding. So I'm saying like this dedication that is being asked of you with look at how that connection. So like I said, that the crown. This is the crown chakra connecting you to the higher realms, and then this is the mind, the intuitive mind chakra opening up, both of these, and that dedication and that breaking of cycles, breaking of karmic cycles that have existed, maybe not just within you, but maybe these cycles you've seen in loved ones or ancestral cycles. Like, it's time for you to break them. Because there's so many great things waiting for you if you're willing to put in the dedication and take on the responsibility of up-leveling and ascending. There we go. Okay. So this one says, I declare that in every season, happiness flows freely from me. I read that pretty well. That's for the mind. So like when I'm giving you these, you can like be writing them down on post-it notes on something and like putting these somewhere. So you can be seeing these affirmations, and they're going to be working with, the body, the mind, and the spirit that they're being pulled for. Okay, now let's get on to... We're going to use the same deck because it wants to work with you. We're going to be looking at the spirit, which it was already calling to us and talking to us. But let's dig a little bit deeper into spirit with Ben. Do you meditate? Do you practice meditation? Do you do any guided meditations or meditations on your own? There's like this ask to, my cards are all messed up. There's this ask to really pause and take that 5 minutes, 10 minutes for you a day in the morning to break up your day. When you get home from work, right when you get home from work is like a really good time. Right before you go to bed. Look up like guided meditations, and there's some for whatever you're feeling. Guided meditation to bring in abundance, guided meditation for grounding. I'm feeling like this need for a grounding meditation for anxiety, a guided meditation for grounding yourself, a guided meditation. I'm already blanking out. All right, spirit, what's coming through? You know what I'm talking about. Ben. Spirit's like, who are you talking to? Talking to Ben, okay? Intuition. Comfort, community, dedication, progress. Oh my god. Wisdom, stability, and attainment. What? So yeah, spirit is like literally, this is spirit right now. You may have a lynx or a feline, like cat type of spirit guide, because this is intuition and sacred knowledge. The high priest is coming through, and this is that connection. It's telling you like, seek comfort in me. This is walrus, and it's comfort and community, and start to look within this community of people of meditation, like on social media. Like, what do you follow? Like, are you following ascension gurus? Are you following meditation people, leadership people? I don't know, like all those different types of things. Like, what are you following? Just music? Like, pay attention to what you're intaking is what I'm hearing right now. And there's dedication and progress. So Lynx over here is telling you like, just dedicate yourself to this connection. That like, and it's a true dedication, which when it says true dedication, it's that commitment. It's that commitment to attain this wisdom. It's that commitment every day sitting down with yourself to get to this feeling of like stability, like this feeling of balance within yourself. That's what this card is, stability and attainment. So we're going to read the High Priestess because it's great. Yeah, and it's very much feminine. So, the keeper of sacred knowledge, Lynx balances invisibly between the conscious and unconscious worlds. She knows that all that is hidden will one day be revealed, and that truth will eventually surface into consciousness. Her clairvoyance and divine wisdom encourage you to embark on your sacred inner journey. Look within and trust the calming rhythm of your intuition. for it will eventually open the doorway to knowledge that will help you recognize your spiritual power. This is Hermit. And Hermit is that going into solidarity, going into hermit mode, going within the self, going in, seeking to make that connection with spirit, to gain the truth, to gain the inner truth, to gain the inner love, to gain the inner oneness. Sorry, I'm deep right now. Show the crystals out there. Alright, then the last one was disability and attainment. Where's that? 10 girl. Okay. So on the borderland of water and earth, alligators primordial. Wow, I can't say that word. On the borderland of water and earth, alligators' primordial creative power supplies her with the essential groundwork to realize her goals. Her careful planning and methodical ways brought her long-term security, and she has earned the comfort she enjoys as she continues to strengthen her empire. Alligators reminding you that you have worked hard to achieve what you have yet. Alligators reminding you that you have worked hard to achieve what you have, yet she wants you to realize there is always room for growth and change. Consider how you can best use your skills toward jump-starting a project. Be open to receiving the bountiful blessings that life has to offer. So security, solid foundations. Remember I was saying like the feeling of like stability and this connection with spirit, and not this spirit right now. Your guides right now are telling me that if you just gave us some time and actually sat down and asked for what you needed and waited for an answer and breathed and cleared the chakras and cleansed your energy and cleansed your body, you will receive what you are seeking. Whoa. Okay. So this one says, I changed the way I look at things, and the things I look at are changing in positive ways. Okay, my friend, now we're going to move on to the energy tune-up portion of this reading. So I hope that you took notes of the reading, and if not, you can always rewatch it as many times as you like and take some notes on any suggestions or messages that came through for the body and the mind and the spirit. But now we're cleansing the energy between us. So this is like a very cleansing, selenite is very cleansing. So when I do this, I'm like cleansing the energy space between my hands. And then I'll put it to the side, and then I'll start to rub them together to connect to my chi, to connect to my energy, to connect to my energy source. And then when you start to do this, you'll start to feel like the magnetic pressure of the energy of your hands between each other. And then now I'm going to wipe. I'm wiping your aura. I'm wiping your aura. And right now I'm wiping away. There's layers of protection that we put around ourselves. And it's good to protect ourselves, but usually we want to do it with high frequency feelings of protection. So like love and light and peacefulness and divine energy. And we protect ourselves sometimes with like fear and anger and those low vibrational energies that I was talking about earlier. they're not very helpful. So we're just going to wipe them away because they no longer serve you. And I'm going to pluck at the dense energy around your aura. I'm going to pluck at the crown chakra, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, and then the root. And then I'm feeling some energy cords coming from your aura and your heart and solar plexus chakras. There's about 3. There's these energy cords to these people. They're like energy vampires that you no longer talk to or associate with. So I'm cutting those energy cords. Because you don't need that energy sucking from your life. You need only good connections. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to start to sprinkle butterflies of love and light, starting at your head, and down your back, outside your aura, these little butterflies of love and light. I'm going to round off with this love and light energy, pure light energy on your aura, on your chakras. Pushing love and light and protection to the chakras, the aura. Thank you so much, Ben, for allowing me to connect to your energy and deliver these messages to you. I hope that this message, this reading reaches you in divine timing. And I'm sending so much love and light and peace your way. Bye.